Could the real Abraham please stand up? Who is Avraham Avinu? He is such a difficult personality to work out, the founder of the Jewish people. Is he a religious fundamentalist, so to speak, a nationalist, or a universalist? Who is he? You could make a strong argument for all three. Religiously committed. He hears the voice of God who tells him, Lech lecha, leave everything behind. He drops everything and will go to wherever God tells him to go. And even more than that, the ultimate test, Lech lecha, God tells him to go to Mount Moriah, sacrifice his beloved son Isaac. Everything that God had promised him, to sacrifice it all, to go against his own values and to kill his own son. Abraham is prepared to do it for one reason. He believes this is what God wants from him. Whatever God wants from me, I will do. But he's also a nationalist. We seen last week's parsha that to save one member of the tribe, Lot, he's prepared to go to war, sacrifice all of his men, 318 of his entire household, in order to save one Jew, one member of his tribe, so to speak. God doesn't even command him to do this, but he intuits and feels, all for one. He'll sacrifice everything for one member of the tribe. Finally, in this week's Parsha Vayeira, we meet a different Avraham Avinu. What a universalist. Tselem Elokim for every single individual, even his ideological opponents, the Ovdei Avodah Zarah, the idolaters that he has spent his life fighting against. The three angels who come to his home, the tent, Avraham thinks that they are Ovdei Avodah Zarah. They're passing nomads who are serve the earth. What does he do? Rashi tells us he brings them into his home, washes the dust, the very thing that they bow down to, meaning he's prepared to have them in his home, treat them like kings and queens, him and Sarah running around to bring them into his home, even though they are his ideological opponents, and he has spent so much of his life, says the Midrash, bashing down the idols of his father in order to show how much he opposes it. And even more than that, when God tells him he's going to destroy the terrible city of Sodom, the Sodomites, the terrible city of Sodom, what does he do? He does not say, Shkoyach God, what sinners? He says, God, do I need to teach you, so to speak? Hashofet kol haaretz lo yaseh mishpat. Can there not be any righteous people in the city? We cannot kill innocent people, even if there are some who are, if it's a city of idol worshippers. Who is Avraham? Of course, as we know, he is all three. He's the universalist. He sees that Tselem Elokim, the godliness in every human being, even his ideological opponents. He's the one who has a deep love of his own people, and he's, of course, ultimately a servant of God, whatever God wants him to do. This, says Rav Kook in Rotet Chia 18, is the essence of the mission of the Jewish people, and this is the key to Jewish unity. The Torah Judaism is about absolute commitment to God, deep commitment to the Jewish people, Avat Yisrael, and an understanding of Tselem Elokim, the commitment to the godliness in every individual. How do these three work together? That is the complex yet clear and succinct mission of the Jewish people. Serving God, Elokim, Mesirut Nefesh for the Jewish people, Yisrael, with openness to the entire world, Enoshiyut. May we live up to this mission. These are the fault lines and fissures which divide us, and this is the essence of our mission, which needs to unite us under the banner of the great legacy and life of Avraham Avinu as the founding father of the Jewish people. Shabbat Shalom.